seen in their notifications so that they follow you back, and that's the point. Hey my friends, Jean-Serge Gagnon here, and today we're going to talk about how to grow Twitter, Instagram followers fast the right way. And this is episode number 400. Imagine that, we've gotten to 400 episodes. That's totally crazy in the course Income Secrets. So we're going to get to that in just a second, but first this. So the real question is this: what are the strategies, techniques, and tools that you need to learn to generate residual income from the e-learning boom that's happening right now? My name is Jean-Serge Gagnon, and welcome to Course Income Secrets. That's right, episode 400. That's 400. That's a lot of episodes. If you figure it out weekly, that's 52 weeks per year, which means it's be over 4 years. Although I did for a year, I did once per day, so that I did 260 in 1 year, right? So, but today we're going to be talking about Twitter and Instagram and how to grow your followers the right way, how to grow them fast but the right way, right? Because there's lots of different things you can do to grow your followers, and some of them are not the right way. They're wrong. They cause other kinds of problems. I've actually done both. I've done that even with Facebook likes, Facebook pages. I've done it the wrong way, and you don't want to do that, because in the end, even though it seems to be valuable at the beginning, in the end it's not valuable. It causes other kinds of problems. We'll kind of talk about that. Before we get into that, I want to remind you, if you're listening to the audio of this, you're going to want to go check out the video at cis400.jsgagnon.com to watch the video and read the blog post, because I will be posting, as always, a blog post, and I'm recording this as a full video, because you might be listening to the audio, like I said, and you might also not see the full thing, because it depends on which platform you're seeing this on. All right, so let's get right to it. I'm going to share my screen and show you what I'm talking about. All right, so if we look at this, this is an account I created. It's all about NFTs, and the point is not about NFTs. Obviously, I don't want to get into that in this video. I want to talk to you about how do you grow your account. If I look at this account, right, I've created it on Twitter. I created just a couple weeks ago. I'm at 218 followers. That doesn't seem like a lot, but on Twitter it's hard to grow, because there's things you can't do. You'll get into Twitter jail, which I did, and I'll talk about that in a second. The other account is the Instagram account. Again, you'll see it's all about NFTs. It's the same account, Unicorniac, that I created here. But if I go to this account and I go to the profile, you see I have 371 followers. So I've got more followers. They both were created around the same time. Well, they were actually the same day, and the growth is faster on Instagram, and I'll explain to you why. Well, I guess in this case it's because it's images, right? So images are more interesting to people on Instagram than they are on Twitter, and there's different things that you can do on Instagram and on Twitter. As you can see, I'm posting images there too, and that's not as interesting to Twitter people, although the NFT space is about images and it's a lot about Twitter. So there's a lot of things going on, but that's beside the point. What we want to talk about is how do you grow your account, Instagram and Twitter followers. How do you grow your followers fast, right? How do you do that? What do you need to do to grow your followers fast? And when I say fast, I mean fast the right way. I don't mean just like, sure, you can well, here, let's go to the things that you should not be doing, what not to do, right? First, what not to do, right? What do you want to not do? You don't want to post random content. You're posting random content that's just like anything. That's not really going to be good, because and you'll see why, but yeah, posting random content is not going to help. It's going to make it worse, because some people are going to follow you, they're going to unfollow you and be like, this is not what I didn't follow this for this, and they're going to be like, I'm going to unfollow, and then you lose those followers, right? So you don't want to be posting random content. The next thing you don't want to be doing is you don't want to be using automation or spam services to grow your followers. Now when you first create an account and you start posting, you're going to get a whole bunch of private messages. I mean, if I look at my, well, I guess in the NFT space is different, but no matter what you do, you're going to get messages from people saying, hey, we have a service, we can give you 1,000 followers in a day and that kind of stuff, right? And you know that's true, they can, and because they have mechanisms in place, they have robots, they have all these different things that do that. But the problem with that, there's lots of problems with that, by the way. You don't want to do that. There's a couple things. First, Instagram will will see that you use those services. Eventually that'll be known, and what'll happen is that you'll have a black mark on your account, and you're possibly even going to be banned. Your account might be shut down because of that. And even if your account doesn't get shut down, you're going to get this black mark on your account, which will cause you other kinds of problems. Like, you might have issues with trying to do ads, you might have issues, your posts will be shown to less people. There's all these different things that'll happen if you do that, right? So don't do that. Don't use automation or spam services to grow your followers. That's the worst thing you could do. Just, for me, like I had done that well, probably 4 or 5 years back when I first started on social media. On Facebook, I actually created I even created a course on it because I thought that was awesome and everything. Later on I realized what it did, but what I had created a way to grow your likes on Facebook pages like crazy quickly and fast and cheap, right? I was doing these ads and they were costing like a couple pennies per like instead of what's typically $2-3 per like. And I was like telling people about it, and people were using that method too. And but the thing is that after I think it was 6 months to a year later, my account got flagged as being using unacceptable processes or techniques, right? They don't like you doing that. Well, obviously it causes them to have less money and all that, but even then I realized what it caused for me is that it caused my followers to not like what I was posting, especially when I went from one kind of topic to another, and half, if not more, well, it probably doesn't matter, you just need 5 or 6 people to say that whatever you're posting is considered spam, and all of a sudden you lose your page. I actually lost my page. I had 23,000 followers on it, right? So I lost the page, it got deleted and it's gone. There's no way to recover it now. And that page, like I said, had 23,000 likes on it, right? That was Facebook. But on Instagram and Twitter, it's basically the same thing. If you do these things that you're not supposed to be doing, you're going to get into trouble. You don't want to get into trouble with those, because they own it. They own your page, they own your account, they own your followers. That's theirs. So you got to follow their rules. If you don't follow their rules, you're gonna get slapped, right? You're gonna get what you're gonna lose it, right? That's basically what's gonna happen. All right, so now what should you be doing? Still I have another one to not do. Number 3, what not to do is follow accounts suggested by platform. Now that's probably not true after your account has grown for a while, because now they know what you want to follow, your account. But in the beginning, there's no sense in following what they suggest, because they will suggest the most active accounts, the most visited, their most liked posts and those kinds of things, because that's just the platform overall, right? If you're building something particular, then they're not what you want. It's possible, but chances are it's not. Chances are it's not even in your niche. It's just the general population stuff, what people like, and that's not gonna help if you follow those accounts, because that's just going to muddy the water and make your account kind of messed up in the sense of what you're trying to accomplish, right? So don't follow accounts suggested by platform. Don't follow your friends that are in your contact list. Don't follow those things, because that's not going to help in the long term, right? It's not going to help in the long term. All right, so now what are the things you should be doing to grow your account, right? So what do you do to grow your account? Let's go here. Here's what you should do, right? So what you should do is pick your niche for the account. So number one, you got to pick your niche. Now that's valid for any kind of online marketing, social media marketing. That's the first thing you got to do. You got to pick your niche. You got to pick what you're going to be doing. So for me, right, these unicorniacs, this NFT stuff is NFT space. So cryptocurrency, NFT, crypto wallets, and metaverse, and all those things that are around the crypto space, Web3. All those things are what I'm going to be around, but my niche is collectible NFTs. In my case, it was collectors, right? People who want to collect NFTs, right? And people who want to make money obviously from collections by reselling them, that kind of stuff, right? So that was my niche. So you got to pick your niche. And so let's just do me. My niche is NFT collectors who want to make money, right? So NFT collectors who want to make money, that's kind of my niche. That's who I'm targeting, the kinds of people that are being targeted, right? So obviously most NFT people are interested in making money, but that's kind of what I did. Is who is your niche? Pick your niche for the account. You got to make sure that that's clear in your head, and even like write it down, do what you need to make sure that whenever you're thinking about what to do, that it falls back to whatever your niche is, right? Okay, so now let's do next one is going to be number 2 is define your avatar. So define your avatar, that's again, it's another marketing thing. It's super important. If you don't do that, you're going to end up starting to follow people that don't fit and that aren't the right people. And then what happens when you don't follow the right people is if they follow you back and they see your stuff, they might mark it as spam, mark it as they don't want to see it, or they might unfollow you, and all those things are not the best, right? The platform might look at how many unfollows you get, all those things that affects your account's visibility and affect your account, black marks, that kind of stuff. And that's important to define your avatar. So for me, it's actually my avatar, well, I won't get into that right now. My avatar is defined and I'm kind of following the people that are in that avatar. So that's the thing. So let's go to number 3. So regularly post content that your avatar would like. So when you think about your content, it's got to be stuff that your avatar is going to be interested in. Now that's something you probably heard about a lot, and but we're going to get into the actual tactics of what to do to follow and to grow. We're going to get into that in a second, but before we get into that, I want to make sure that you know the basics of building a following fast, building followers fast. And I'm not saying 1,000 followers in a day. I mean, that's possible, and there are tactics to do that, but I don't recommend those tactics because you end up with the wrong followers. So you got to do it in an organic way, in a way that's quick. Obviously if you have money, you could probably pay to get followers, right, the right way, which that'd be super expensive, but it's possible if you have the funds. But you got to regularly post content your avatar would like if I look at my unicorniacs, I'm posting stuff about NFTs, right? It's all just NFTs, and obviously it's my unicorns that are being posted there, right? So that's, you got to post what people like, what they're interested in, what is your avatar going to be interested in my case. I have like things like Bored Ape here, right? I'm posting about other things that are related to NFTs, and I'll show you how I do that too. I've got I've got some tools that I'm using on my Instagram. It's the same thing. I'm posting stuff about NFTs, right? Like this NFT here is something else. I've got another one here that I bought. I'm posting that, and my unicorniacs as well, right? So posting that stuff, and that's super important, is to be posting stuff that your avatar is interested in. Okay, number four Number 4 is follow the accounts your avatar would follow. So if your avatar is interested in weight loss, if they're interested in gardening, if they're interested in home repair, whatever your avatar is interested in, go follow accounts that those people would follow, right? So go follow, like, if you're into home improvement, well, go follow homes, go follow Discovery Channel, go follow things that have to do with home improvement, right? Go find the home hardware and follow that. Go find bath improvements, or whatever, the kitchen remodeling, or those kinds of things, right? So that's you follow what your avatar would follow. So you got to define, okay, what would my avatar want, what would they like? If they're if they have a family, then family vacations, those kinds of things. If that's what they're interested in, then follow that stuff. Make sure you follow the accounts that your avatar are interested in, and don't don't follow the ones that they're not interested in. Don't waste your time following accounts that you might like but that your avatar isn't going to be interested in, right? That's super important to do. Make sure you do that. Make sure you follow the right people, the right avatar, the right accounts. So in my case, if I look at who I'm following, who I'm following here, I can look through here and I can see the list of NFTs, crypto, whatever, social, well, I don't know, but the first accounts is like people that are into NFTs, CryptoPunks, Ty Lopez, NFT Money, Crypto to Moons, right? So that's basically, you follow accounts that are interested in what your avatar is interested in. Okay, number 5, let's do number 5. Engage on posts your avatar would. Again, the same thing. So if I'm going through my news feed here, I see something like this, well, I would engage on it. This is very right, so I'm engage on it. So comment and engage, right? So one of the things that I do, obviously, is I will go to this account itself, and I'm actually going to go and like these posts, right? I'm just going to go like, whoops, sorry, wrong one. I'm going to go like the next one, going to like 3 or 4, right? And that kind of, at least, and the better thing would be to actually engage and put a comment on it. But as you can see, with the NFT world, everybody's commenting promote on, right? It's all just spam, right? So if you comment on these posts, and you're in a spam world like the NFT world, like I am, and if you put comments on these that aren't spam, then you're going to stand out, right? Because that's what people are seeing is just spam stuff, right? So just comment, be engaging, be posting things that people will be will like, will notice you. So do that. Be engaging and be commenting on posts that people that your avatar would engage on. It's all about your avatar. Who's your avatar? What's your target market? You got to be focused on that, and that's the first thing. Once you've gotten all that done, once you're doing all that right, I think I have number 6, yeah. So follow the followers. Now this is where it gets this is where I'm going to end, although I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to actually show you how that works and how you can follow the followers. What do I mean by that, right? What do I mean by follow the followers of your avatar? Follow the followers, yeah, exactly. Follow the followers that your avatar would follow. I'm going to tell you what that is, and that's the main thing. And then the other thing is automate using tools allowed by platform, right? So then you can automate. Now for Instagram, there is not really that much automation, although there are tools that let you plan ahead, schedule things more or less, right? So that you can actually post. And I'm actually not doing that with Instagram right now, but I am doing it with Twitter, and I'm going to show you what that is. But there are tools that are actually acceptable or allowed by these platforms. So so let's just get right to the actual tactics a little bit, the tactics of how to do this, right? So I'm actually at the 20-minute mark, so that's good, because now we have another about 10 minutes or so, and I'm going to actually show you things. I should have probably loaded up my phone here. Let me just get that started and I'll come right back. All right, so now that I have my phone right there on the screen so you can see, okay, so Twitter and Instagram, I've got them on other platforms, whatever, but we're just talking about Twitter and Instagram, right? So first of all, if I go to Twitter, right, I will see my feed, right? Whatever is on my feed, I see that there. And if and what I do is every single day, and this is one thing you can do, it takes like 15 minutes, right? You just go to whatever you're looking through your feed, and you could have an account specific that you want to look at, but I'm going to go and look at something like Abstract Jacob, but I'm not sure who was it that one of the ones that I'm actually keen on right now is called Someplace. It's a metaverse, and if I look at my notifications, I can actually see probably some of these, and I can probably find them. This over here, I have one right here. So what you got to do is you got to go find your well, let's go find it right here. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to go and search for it down there. I'm going to put in Someplace, right? So I've got Someplace, which is one of the ones that I'm following. So what you do is you go to that account, right? You go to that account and you click on their followers right here, and then you just follow you. So now the thing is, I'm not going to do it right now because I've already done it this morning. I'm going to do a few of them, right? But if I do too many, what will happen is I'm going to end up being blocked. So you can do, I'm not sure what the number is. I don't know if it depends on how long you've had your account, but what you want to do is you want to follow the people that are following your top accounts, right? So let's say, for example, I can actually go, like for now, NFT Women Rise, right? Women Tribe, all these different accounts. I could actually go to any of these accounts that I think are good accounts. I go to their followers right there, I click on the followers, and then I just follow the followers. But you do like 25 in a day, right? And you can try maybe 10 at the beginning. I'm not really sure what the numbers are, but the point is, you do that every single day. You follow the followers of the accounts. Follow the followers of the accounts. And then what happens, then what you do, obviously you want to go and engage on some of these posts, right? Make sure that you're seen in their notifications so that they follow you back. And that's the point, right? You follow these people, you want to make sure that they follow you back by by noticing you in their notifications or things like that. See, if I look at my notifications right here, I see these other people commenting on my stuff. Like, see this one here, this person here actually commented on my post right here, right? So I can actually like their comments, their reactions, right? I can actually do that. So being engaging, but following the followers of your avatar, of the people that your avatar would follow, right? So that gives you a list. Now what happens with that is that you're going to get about 20 to 30% of the people you follow that'll follow you back. And then what you got to do, because you've got limits, you can't on Twitter it's a little different. So Twitter is a little different, but you would go to who you're following, and you got to go down in the Twitter, you got to go to the bottom of the list as far as you can, as long as, and you can unfollow these accounts that are, just unfollow some of these, right? So I'm just going to do a few, kind of showing you right here, just unfollow, especially the ones that have no profile picture, right? You see this Orlando Gary here has no profile picture, right? So you can unfollow those. And it's just because you want to have a good ratio. You don't want to be following like 5,000 people and only have 200 following you, right? So you want to do a kind of a back and forth. Now you got to be careful. You can't do 50, you can't, whatever on Twitter, right? So that's Twitter. All right, now let's go back and let's go to Instagram. So Instagram is you do similarly. You go and you look at your feed, like we're seeing right here. You see how I have NFT money, I've got Williams NFT right here. I'm just going to like this stuff. I just engage on some of these, right? I'm actually going to well, I don't know about that one, but so you see how I'm just liking the post, right? I'm liking the post. I'm going to go to this account here. I can probably just go ahead and engage on some of these. Now these accounts, these big accounts with millions of followers, they're not going to follow you back, right? They're not going to follow you back. This one has 1.5 million followers, and they're not going to follow you back, but you still want to engage, because then your followers, the ones that you want to follow you, are going to see, not, well, they might see, but it's not really about them seeing. It's more about the platform noticing that you're engaged, that you're active, that you're doing things. But this is the exact same thing. You go to the account, like in this case NFT Money, in my case, right? And then you click on the followers. You see how many people they're following, and you just follow, right? I've done them already, but I'm going to do a few. But you just go through like that. And on Instagram, you can actually do about 100 in a day. You can actually follow 100. I've already done it, like I said this morning, but you can go follow, right? You can do about 100 in a day. You do that every single day, and you do the same thing. You go to your account and you go to who you're following, and with Instagram, at least you can do a sort by earliest. So you do sort by earliest, and then you know at the top here is who you've been following the longest. Now in my case, there's a few of them that are friends that are in the NFT world and things like that, and I'm not going to unfollow them. But you kind of go down your list, maybe, you know, after you've gone through the ones that you want to stay following, and then you just unfollow, right? You just click on this to unfollow them. Now again, I'm not going to do a ton because I've already done mine today, but you can do about 100 unfollows, 100 follows in a day. So what you want to do is you want to follow people one day and then unfollow the kind of a couple days later. So you can probably do, like when you're first starting out, let's say first week, maybe just do follow for 5 days, you know, about 50 to 100 each day, and follow, you know, 400 or 500 people, right? Then after that, you start unfollowing as well as following. You're going to notice that your followers are going to grow, and they're going to be, you know, lots of them are just following you back. They're not really the people that you're interested in. This is not really, this is just the beginning. So that starts your account going, and then after that, right, you're going to have let's do that. After that, you're going to start to get people that follow you because of your content, not because you're following and all that stuff, right? So like, for example, this William guy, he's a kid, he's 11-year-old, but he's kind of following me because I've been engaging and I've been posting and I've been helping him and things like that, right? So, and then same thing with the Someplace. The Someplace is a woman built company. They're doing a metaverse about art, about the beauty of art, and I've been engaging and commenting, and they're really a very interesting project. And because I've been kind of engaging, they're you know, I'm in their radar, right? They kind of know a little bit. They follow me back and things like that, and they've been liking my content. And so, you know, that's kind of what this is all about. So that's basically the secret to growing your followers fast. Oh, one last thing. Let's go to the one last super bonus part, I guess. Let's close this. We don't need this anymore, and I'm going to confirm the exit here. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this off. Okay, so the last part that I want to talk to you about, something called social jukebox. Now this is one thing that works great for Twitter, because it lets you post content automatically. And it's like, for me, I have these unicorniac things. I have this, so if I go to rarity, right, this is basically what's called a jukebox. I have these pictures in there, and they get posted automatically by the process. So if I look at the last posted right here, I sort it by this, and see this one was posted today at 6 a.m. This one's posted yesterday at 10 p.m. then this one at 2 p.m. and this one at 6, right? So they're posting, it's posting 4 or 5 of these every day. And I have the other thing is over here. If I look at, say, for example, this one, and this is one of the cool ones, you can actually connect to a news feed that is posting about your topic. Doesn't matter what your topic is. If you go here you can actually see I have a dozen or so news feeds that are being read, right? So you see this is all related to my avatar, to my content, right? Obviously you're going to post stuff that has to do with your content, but this is like, you know, the Defiant IO, the Editorial Super Rare, NFT Calendar, Blockchain Council, Rarity Sniper, all these have a bunch of posts on their they're basically blog sites. And then when it posts to my news feed, you see it looks like this, right? So this one here is one of the posts that came from that what they call jukeboxes. So the way it works is with Social Jukebox, you just create an account. There's an affiliate program, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. But if you want my link, just let me know. But basically you go to socialjukebox.com, and then you just create an account, you connect it with your Twitter account, and then you just create a jukebox. You say add new jukebox, right? And then inside a jukebox is basically a container of posts that will be posted randomly throughout whatever schedule you choose. And you can have a certain number of jukeboxes. You can give them the names you want. You can have some with RSS feeds, some without. But basically what happens is once you add something to the jukebox, it becomes something that gets posted over a certain schedule. So if I look, just show you the schedule here. So the way the scheduling works is you can decide, okay, for this jukebox I want you to post every 15 minutes, for this jukebox every hour, for this one twice a day, you know, whatever you want. So if I look at this, I can see this has 5 posts right here. At 5:15 there's going to be one from this, at 5 is going to be Unicorniacs, and then at 5:59 is going to be the rarity thing, right? So I have these posts that'll happen between 5 and 6 a.m. right? If I look at some other, you know, what, like this one here is 4 posts. There's 3 from the RSS feed and my unicorn. So I'm basically posting feeds, news feed for my community, and my Unicorniacs stuff as well, right? My unicorn posts, right? So that's how you grow your followers fast, by creating content that fits that they're interested in, by following accounts that they're interested in, by engaging on posts that they would engage on, by creating content that they would like. So that's the secret. Know your audience, know your avatar, know what they're interested in, and post stuff that they're interested in so that they will want to follow you and they would like your content. All right, hopefully that helps, and we'll see you in the next episode. This has been Course Income Secrets, the entrepreneur's blueprint to generating income from the e-learning boom. Some of your friends need to hear this message, so don't forget to share. For more content like this, go to CourseIncomeSecrets.com and make sure to subscribe and follow us here. My name is Jean-Serge Gagnon. Until next time.